at the beginning of the show, I already put up the copyright disclaimer under the section of 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Pow! Right? So, even though I did it at the beginning, I'm just doing it again because I'm getting ready to show this video. Right? And I'm using this video under the Fair Use Act. So here we have the brother, Aries Spears, finally addressing these allegations. Now, once again, the backstory is Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish did this pedophilia PSA. They said it was, but they said it was supposed to be comedy, and they saying that there was no malicious intent in doing this, and there was no wrongdoing, blah, 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 blah. I'm paraphrasing. He's going to speak for himself. Us, we know that there's a lawsuit out there from the young lady that was a part of this PSA, who was 14 at the time, who is now 22, and there's her brother who's a part of the lawsuit, who's the 7-year-old boy that y'all saw in the video, who is now 14, 15 years old. So a lot of us saw this PSA. We did not agree with it. Some people felt like, oh, it was funny. It was just jokes. You know, some of us was like, we don't see the joke in it that you see. But okay, just because these two are comedians, if you want to say it's a joke, it's a joke. All right, cool. But moving on, right? Let's see what the good brother Aries Spears had to say in defense of himself. He's not speaking for Tiffany. He's speaking for himself. Okay? And he may use some language that y'all may not agree with. So if you have children in the room, please escort them now. Now. Thank you. And I will put the copyright disclaimer up at the top. Now, let's see what the good brother has to say.
You know who it is. Listen, obviously for legal reasons, I'm not able to divulge. Is that the right word?
Address. No, you're supposed to address.
I was trying to find a more suitable word, but I really can't talk about anything at this time. But I just more or less want to say to all the loyal listeners, all my fans, very few friends that I have and supporters. Got a call from my brother Shabazz OG, who you remember.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I could name I wish I could remember all the names, but, you know, Shamor, Kolsch, Sergio Sosa, CC, Ash A, Farah A.B., Rand Futch, Junebug Spade. Y'all know who y'all are. Leroy Ethereus. Thank you guys for your support and for your love. I will certainly remember you and make sure you all get invites to the all-white yacht party with the bevy of bitches that I keep talking about. Listen, this is an extortion case. This is a shakedown. And I didn't need my lawyer to tell me this, to say this, but, you know, I'm going to echo her words. We won't be shaken down. And believe me, it's bothering me not to talk about the skit, because Annie and I have been talking about it. and there's some very valid things I feel like I have to say or want to say, but just can't at this time. And I'm no coward. I'm not running from anything, and I'm not guilty of anything. It's the reason why I won't turn my mentions off on my Instagram. It's the reason why, you know, I'm not deleting any of my old posts. And I would love to address it head on. Tony Montana, Scarface, balcony scene, shooting 1,000 Colombians. But I can't. I just can't, and it's paining me to do so because I'm a fighter. I'm not a runner, and my character's being assassinated. Again, I want to address the skit especially, but I just can't. I will say this though to the loyal listeners: if you remember back when that Arnold Schwarzenegger skit that we did. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the system, fucker. Get back, yeah, system, try to fuck back. You guys didn't know it at the time, and I couldn't say it at the time, but that's what this is about. That's what this is about. It's a shakedown and extortion. And I will just this. I want to say thank you to the very lovely lady. I won't say her name, but there was a woman who hit me up on Instagram, and she wrote me, "Hey Aries, if you need my help regarding the," and she also mentions the person's name who's trying to shake us down. As much as I want to expose that bitch, I won't say her name either. But she goes, "If you need my help regarding the blank situation, have your legal team reach out to me. I've known this person for over 35 years. They're a huge scammer. I can prove it to you. Here's my number. I will be able to assist you." And I will say this: if you can even dig up the history yourself, but this person has a history of these false accusations, saying that they've been raped. They even once blamed the whole entire San Bernardino Police Department for allegedly fondling her and her children at the same time in the same house. Picture that. An entire fucking police department. Come on, man. And what's killing me is, all the people hitting me up. At no point there's a little bit of, common sense or red flags or you just, whatever, man. People are just running with this. And it didn't help with the Lizzo thing. So I'm having a bad week. But it be what it be. So again, thank you to the people that support, love, standing by me. I love y'all back. Now let's have a podcast.
Now, how many of y'all are buying what he's selling? If you buying what he's selling, type in yes. And if you buying what he's selling, if you're not buying what he's selling, type no, and I'll put your responses on the screen. All right. Yes, if you buying what he's saying makes sense to you. No, if not. In search of that was funny. Bigger BX, he's a joke. Zaire, he looks creepy. I wouldn't trust him with. Come here, Fifi. Come here. Get away from that creepy man. It's BS. Something happened, that part. Is Mr. Duck Dynasty supposed to save him? I don't know. He was quacking. He wasn't saying much. Only people hit him up is those kids that are now adults, as they should be, because they were taken advantage of on camera. And Searcher said to a certain degree. Okay. Okay, here we go. Z says no. Me and Tiffany, no. Tyrone, no. No. It's the major delay in bringing allegations in this late day and age that can make the accuser look a tad like, and I'm no AS fan by any stretch of the imagination. So you saying that it's the delay in bringing up these allegations? Okay, we'll touch on that. He rubbed baby oil on the little boy's back, had his legs spread, got in the tub with him. How is that a scam? I'm with Corey. Tamika says no. Darrell says no. Kanika says no. Stop playing says no. No. F no. No way, Jose. No. I think they both for the blame. No. No. Hell no. If he has a previous accusation against him, I'm not buying it. No. F out of here. No. Hell no. I don't think too many people. Now let me give y'all my perspective on it, and let me do it this way. I'll address it this way, just in case he's looking, and then say, "Yo, I didn't say that."
See, what's up, y'all? You know who it is. Listen, obviously for legal reasons, I'm not able to divulge. Is that the right word? I was trying to find a more suitable word, but I really can't talk about anything at this time. But I just more or less want to say to all the loyal listeners.
First of all, I want to say, as y'all can see, going back to the Benzino thing, two men can be in a hotel room together. Clearly, these niggas is in the hotel room doing the podcast. So if somebody, they came walking out of there and they say, yo, what these two niggas doing in the coming out of the hotel room? As clear you can see, two men could be in the hotel room doing things other than sexual things. Let me move on.
All my fans, very few friends that I have and supporters. Got a call from my with the bevy of bitches that I keep talking about. Listen, this is an extortion case. This is a shakedown. And I didn't need my lawyer to tell me this, to say this, but I'm going to echo her words. We won't be shaken down.
First thing to address is if he was being extorted or he felt that it was extortion, whenever they made any request for him that seemed to be extortion, where is his police report that he could say that he filed that this person was trying to extort him? Or is he going to say, oh, nigga, I was keeping it gangster. I wasn't going to snitch. They was trying to extort me. If that's the case, then, brother, you should have went and told the peoples that they was trying to extort you. Because if you don't have no paper trail of extortion, why should we believe you? Not saying that you ain't telling the truth, but why should we believe you? Let's move on.
And believe me, it's bothering me not to talk about the skit, because Annie and I have been talking about it, and there's some very valid things I feel like I have to say or want to say, but just can't at this time. And I'm no coward. I'm not running from anything, and I'm not guilty of anything. It's the reason why I won't turn my mentions off on my Instagram. It's the reason why, You know, I'm not deleting any of my old posts. You know, and I would love to address it head on. Tony Montana, Scarface, balcony scene, shooting 1,000 Colombians.
See, you made the white boy a little nervous right there when you said that. He had to look away. The white boy like, oh no, you don't, nigga. You gonna have that nigga walk up behind your ass, gonna be choked, no joke, walking up behind you. You wanna hey, go ahead and deal with this. Come on, Tony Montana style, shooting 1,000 Colombians. Go ahead, nigga, cause I'm Sosa. I'm gonna walk while you up there. You motherfucker, you want to piece of me? You cockroach. I'm gonna walk up right behind you and put that shotgun to the back of your back. And it's the end of the movie, goddammit. Blue. Your ass is going right goddamn into that goddamn fountain at the bottom, nigga. You want to hand this Columbia style Tony Montana? You want some of me? You want some of me? Come on. You want some of me, Aries Spears? You want some of me? Okay. Here comes Sosa. You ready, Avery? Here comes Sosa. You want to handle this head on, Tony? Tony, I told you, Tony. Don't fuck me, Tony. Don't fuck me, Tony. I told you, Tony. Oh, yeah, you think you can talk this, Avery? Oh, you think you can talk this? I told you, you little monkey. You little monkey, Avery. Aries. You little monkey, Aries. I told you, don't you fuck me, Here you go, bro. Here comes Shoke with the shotgun and the shades, brother. Listen to what you just said. You want to deal with this on Montana style? Okay.
I just can't at this time. And I'm no coward. I'm not running from anything, and I'm not guilty of anything. It's the reason why I won't turn my mentions off on my Instagram. It's the reason why, you know, I'm not deleting any of my old posts. You know, and I would love to address it head on. Tony Montana, Scarface, balcony scene, shooting 1,000 Colombians. But I can't. I just can't, and it's paining me to do so because I'm a fighter. I'm not a runner, and my character's being assassinated. Again, I want to address the skit especially, but I just can't. I will say this though to the loyal listeners: if you remember back when that Arnold Schwarzenegger skit that we did. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the system, fucker. Get back, yeah, system, try to fuck back. You guys didn't know it at the time, and I couldn't say it at the time, but that's what this is about. That's what this is about. It's a shakedown and extortion. And I would just say this. I want to say thank you to the very lovely lady.
That's enough of that. That's enough of that, right? The shotgun blast to your back, Aries Spears, is you did a soft child pornography skit with an underage child. Now you're talking about you were doing a PSA about pedophilia. You doing a comedian doing a PSA about pedophilia would have been, hey, I'm Aries Spears. You may know me from Mad TV, and I joke a lot, a whole lot. I've done all kind of jokes. But one thing that I don't find funny is adults messing with children. Pedophilia is real. So if you don't know a person, please don't leave your children around them. Be a great person in judgment. Something to that effect, Aries Spears. and boom. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a great PSA. You putting your PP in that little boy face is not a shakedown. You sitting there lusting over this little boy doing the skit. Y'all thought this out. Y'all shot it. Y'all edited it. Y'all did several takes. Y'all did a production around it. People are not going to believe the fact that you may feel that it's a shakedown because you have paid money before to the mother, according to news reports, that y'all had a settlement in 2019, and now they come in again. That is the part where you may be saying it is an extortion plot. But Aries Spears, I don't know why I keep jacking your name up. Aries, you have to take accountability for your actions when the boy was 7 years old, and then understand what pedophilia was, to today being 15 and understanding what pedophilia is. You think at 7 years old, when y'all did this with him, he understood what was going on to consent to that? So when people are like myself, my thing with you is, somebody might be trying to extort you, but I think you're overlooking the fact that although y'all were acting, you still did the actual acts. It's no different from in the movie when a woman kisses a man. They still kissing. There's a kiss. Even though you rubbed baby oil on this kid, you touched him. You had the boy touch you. It's tangible. It's real. Which may be creepy to the kid today. He might think of you and like can get the heebie-jeebies, like, ugh, I rubbed the baby oil on this nigga. Like, I think that you and Tiffany, for this matter, are not looking at the it was just a bad ass joke. It was just a bad ass joke. And this is what we are saying to you. Yeah, we don't know if the mother agreed to it or whatever, with this, that, and the third. But we are saying is, as Tiffany Haddish, as Aries Spears, not the mother, not the little boy, not the little girl, as Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish, even if y'all didn't come up with this idea, when it was presented to you, for everybody that's watching, or at least I will say 85 to 90% of the people that's watching, if someone would came to them and say, hey, let us use your child, we doing a skit about pedophilia. Oh, pedophilia? Well, what's the storyline? Oh, I'm gonna be sitting there lusting over your son, peeping through a newspaper, acting like I'm getting aroused by him playing in his drawers. Now, Aries, if someone came to you with that proposal for your child, thanks for the donation, MXD Love, right? If someone came to you and presented, hey, yo, we doing this skit, I want to use your son or daughter, and I want her to eat this sandwich and act like she's sucking on a penis and moan and groan to it, and she's 14. Like, how do you not understand where people are confused as to why you and Tiffany are confused to why everybody is appalled with the actions of this video. Then you got a bathroom tub scene, brother, where you putting your penis in the boy's face when you got your jeans on, and we like making it look like he pulled your zipper down and did something. And then you get in the bathtub with this young boy who has no clothes on. We're not saying that you're not being extorted. What we're saying to you, brother, is at what point did you realize before you said action that this was not funny? At what point? Sam Dub, good looking. Thanks for the donation. At what point were y'all going to realize, yo, this is in poor taste? So you telling me between you and Tiffany and whoever was behind that camera, y'all didn't think that this was in poor taste? Because that's all we saying, brother. Ain't nobody attack you for nothing outside of this. This ain't even got nothing to do with Lizzo. This may have surfaced because of Lizzo, but this ain't about Lizzo. This is about you and Tiffany doing something that was morally and criminally wrong. So when you have a chance to be able to, have your day where you can say what it really was, then maybe there's some crack in the story somewhere that people might be able to be sympathetic to what you're saying. But come on, brother. Would you let your son do that? Nephew? Fahim Leah. Yo, good looking. I appreciate it. The Goya black bees in the red can. I see those ones. Yeah, I'm gonna try that one. Good looking though. I appreciate you. Thanks for the donation. Why was he naming all those people in the beginning? He was talking in code. I guess those are the few people that shouted him out. I guess that's on his side, that's still, still on his side, basically. I believe that Tiffany did it to get into Hollywood and Aries did it to get back into Hollywood. I do believe that. When they talk about, we taking this to Nickelodeon. Like when they say they was taking that to Nickelodeon, who is the executive that they was shopping that to? Because when you say you got a Nickelodeon plug, it's a person. It ain't the company. Who was they giving that to? And is that person on the goddamn pedophilia list? Because they probably are. So whoever conceptualized this is who we talking about, Aries. Whoever wrote the script and came up with the lines, that's who we talking about, Aries. For the crew, that's who we talking about, Aries. For the actors, that's who we talking about, Aries. None of y'all thought this was a bad idea? None of y'all.